It's the day after Valentine's Day today. It's Saturday. And yesterday we had a really wonderful day. First of all, we went to Emma Chamberlain's coffee shop, which was really good. Like I knew she'd have good taste in coffee, but she definitely has good taste in coffee. It gave me energy, but it didn't make me wired. It was very high quality, good tasting, delicious coffee. I got the Emma's Way coffee with salted caramel syrup. It was good, and the pastries were also exceptional, so I would recommend it if you were thinking about it and you're in Los Angeles. And then we went to a art show. It was like a Valentine's Day theme, and so they had like a tarot card reader, and it was actually at like a philosophy research center. Sorry if you can hear the cars in the back. I live on a busy street. We went there and it was a philosophy center, so they had like a bookstore, and I opened this book. I was drawn to it because a painter that I know had painted the image on the front, so I was like, oh, that's Michelle. So then I pulled it out, and it was called Pathways to Bliss, which is what I'm always on about, so I was like, interesting. So I read the first page, and it basically convinced me that I should be a vegetarian, so I am now a vegetarian. But I want to read the whole thing, because if he could speak to me that much in like such a short amount of sentence, it was like two, 3 paragraphs, and I was like, that's exactly what I've been feeling. It was basically just like, if you have a sensitive conscience, you can't really afford to eat the flesh of an animal because life is very strong, and like you don't know whose life you're taking in. Not just like we're eating chicken, like it's like an actual chicken that we're eating. So then I'm like, okay, I kind of have been feeling that way. I've been trying to live my bliss, but then like when I'm eating an animal, it just feels like I'm contradicting myself. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna go to the library, and I'm gonna put a hold on that book so that I can check it out next. It's actually checked out right now. But I'm also going to check out a book called Foucault's Pendulum, because I have been wanting to read that for a while. I met this wise lady in all the things that I'm interested in. She was like knew 20 times million more than me about it, and she recommended this book to me, Foucault's Pendulum. I'm gonna check that out. I don't really know what it's about exactly, but I do want to try it, and I saw that that is there. So while I'm there, I'm gonna check that out. I am excited too, because I haven't been to this library in a while, and I want to show it to you guys. I think I've showed it to you before, but I want to show it to you guys again, because maybe I didn't do it justice the first time. Let's go, and I might look at the art books too. I just walked all the way there, and the library was closed, and that makes me want to scream, but I'm trying to just be positive about it and just enjoy my walk. But yeah, that was torture. So that did make me upset that I walked all the way there and it ended up being closed, and I felt like, well, I still do feel bummed about the fact that I can't show you the library, nor can I finish that kind of plot. To be continued. I also got angry because I just felt like that was a major waste of time when I could have been doing like art stuff. My Saturdays are usually my most creative, and that felt like it took up a huge chunk of my day because I walked quite a while to get to that specific library that had the book that I wanted. Yeah, I don't know why it was closed. It said online it was open, but it's fine. It's okay. I'm just gonna use the rest of the day and into the night to work on this project that I have started. It's intaglio printmaking. What it is you carve a little piece of the plexiglass with a needle. You'll see me doing it, but it's called dry point because the ink goes into the lines that you carve, and it gets pushed through a press.
cold when you use. I'm sure it does slow things down, but we're using it to, yeah. So take sort of card that on the surface. You want to kind of go all directions. Carding the ink all directionally at the edges, and I kind of, especially at first, I kind of twist, do like C's away from me. So I like taking a lot of ink off, even doing even less pressure. C's away from me, C's towards me, twists, and you. Alright, I think I'm kind of done with that.
I just started this class like last week. It's not like I've been in this for a while. I just wanted to try something new and expand my skill set around printmaking, because selling prints and having printmaking one of the skills that I have is something that I want for myself. Like, I just kind of wanted to expand my horizons and get to know the many different facets art can provide. And so yeah, I'm gonna be scratching for the rest of the night. I'd say scratching because it's like the needle hitting the plexiglass makes like a scratching sound. But yeah, that's why last week I drew this. On my last video I drew this drawing, and that's why I made like it a little smaller than the page, because I made it perfectly this size so that I can make it into like a plexi print. Not everything always goes as planned, you know, and that's okay. Not everything has to go as planned. Sometimes you think your day's gonna go one way and it ends up going the entirely different way. I can't let what happens around me control what's happening within me. And now we're gonna move along to something more creative, to scratch my heart away and scratch the things, scratch all the pains away from that walk. They gave you a raffle ticket last night when you go into the like little Valentine's event that I went to. My ticket got picked for the raffle, and that was really crazy because I got like all their swag and a few books that were pretty random. Like, I don't really know. There's one called Exhausted Autumn. I felt like I went there for a reason, and when I found that book I was like, I'm gonna go and make that a thing for that I'm gonna do tomorrow. And I was really looking forward to it, to getting that book and like kind of starting a new wave of thinking in all of this. But like, that's not always how it goes. It's kind of similar to when you make a New Year's resolution and you think in one day everything's gonna be different, and you give up pretty easily like on your goal because it's too much. It's just not realistic. Like a very all or nothing kind of thought process that I have a lot when it comes to like setting new goals or something I want to read. It's like I want it now, and I don't give it like time to fester at all. And that was part of my frustration. I was just like, why was it closed? My overall trajectory of life, like, why did that happen? Why was this challenge put in front of me to getting this book that I want so bad? But let's do some scratching and not worry about that. Let's just get it. I'm gonna get it next week, and you'll see it next week in next week's video, so it's fine, and you'll see the library then. Not a waste of time, just a to be continued. So this is the utensil for doing the carvings, and it's kind of scary because it's double edged, so, and I don't know why. So when I'm going like this, I get scared I'm gonna like poke myself in the eye and like literally go blind. Like, that's so scary. So I'm gonna just put some of this like putty. What is this? It feels like silly putty, but it's a kneaded eraser. I'm just gonna put that on one of the sides so that I don't have to have like this haunting vision of what could happen. I'm gonna make it into a little ball and put it right on top. Cute. Alright, let's get to scratching. I've always looked at my art and the accomplishment of different goals surrounding my art through the lens of baby steps. It's never all or nothing, just one small little step after the next. Each little project and thing that I do is a deliberate move in harmony with my true divine self and therefore with all. We tend to, as humans, be creatures of habit. When we're creating, we're not creatures of habit at all because we are conscious and aware as a continual state of being while we're doing it. When people try to change their habits, create more, start a New Year's resolution, within a week they fall off the wagon. They start falling back into those old patterns. They just go to work, come home, do nothing, go out, sleep through the day, repeat, and tell themselves what they wish they could do, or tell themselves, maybe next year. Falling back into that same old system. Say you want to read a book, but you're not a reader. I'm not really a reader, and reading a book to me sounds hard sometimes. I've read probably 6 books in the past year, and that just, I know compared to a lot of people, that's not being a reader. So whenever I start a new book, it seems intimidating because there's a lot of pages and I haven't even read one. And what if I don't like it? What if I spend so much time reading it and then I find out I don't even like it, so I don't finish it? It's like this commitment. Why start something if you're incapable of finishing it? So the book remains unopened. What if instead, though, we've just focused on reading a single paragraph, a single sentence, started applying just that, seeing if it works for our daily lives in practice? Say you want to be an actor. Take a look at where you're acting now. Are you acting now? What projects are you working on? What films are you acting in? Are you in a theater group? Are you taking classes? A lot of people wait to be discovered before they do any of this. If you're waiting to be discovered, though, you won't be ready. Your skill set simply won't be there for the demands of you. Everything can feel so big and overwhelming. When we look at the small steps, though, and imagine taking one a day, it almost feels like this wouldn't be enough. So to take a step feels daunting even because it's not even going to take us closer. It feels like it's not enough. A lot of the times we're focused on what we want to do or who we want to be, so it's so big and so overwhelming that we just simply do nothing. We completely freeze in progress towards achieving it. But with baby steps, we're doing it now. Even though it doesn't seem like it's enough, at least we're doing it now. At least we're actively doing the thing that we want to do. How powerful we are in the divinity that we are, as the creators that we are. The mind is a repetitive suffering tape telling us to be good or don't bother. You're a failure. Can you do anything right? If you can't be good at it, why do it at all? The definition of success means just attaining what you intend. But yet we enmesh ourselves, our identities with these words. We don't want to be a failure because if we're failures, that's it. We're done. It's over. We tell ourselves we have to be a success. We have to be a success. But who is the one defining what it means to be a success, to be a failure? Who's to say these things are true? Who's to say what we're believing, making real, allowing them to affect us, stopping us from creating our art? Who's to say that's even real? Who is to say? We become the victim of our consciousness, thoughts, words, actions,
And these things are accumulative. They accumulate, and that's why breaking a habit, starting a new skill is so big, intimidating, scary even. If you don't begin the lesson, go to a class, or you don't start the process, you literally never will. Does everything. If you say you want to do pottery, but you have never even tried it, but you never show up, but you want to, no, you don't. If you wanted to, you would. Simple. It has to come to life, bit by bit, putting it together, piece by piece, only to make a work of art. Every moment makes a contribution. Every little detail plays a part. Having just a vision's no solution. Everything depends on execution. Putting it together, that's what counts. That's Barbra Streisand. I listened to that song. It's called Putting It Together Piece by Piece. Every day, one little step. That is all it takes towards what you say you want to be doing, so you can do it now. The days you don't do it, don't beat yourself up for it, making yourself wrong for it. As soon as you remember to do it again, acknowledge yourself for remembering instead of tearing yourself down for forgetting. You remembered, and we want to remember, so good. You really can obtain anything that you desire in your heart. What you need to do is your work, create your art, live in a supportive, natural environment that's in harmony with your divinity within and in harmony with that of all. People are doing it all over this beautiful, wonderful planet that we live on. Let's do that too together. When you're creating through that harmony, you're drawing from your power in which everything is possible for you because you're not allowing your mind to terrorize you. You're not falling victim to doubt about yourself, who you are. We're instead finding out for ourselves what it means to be ourselves. Question, doubt what others have told you, because the hardest part about climbing the ladder of consciousness to actualize yourself is getting away from the crowd at the bottom, trying to pull your legs down to be like everyone else. A lot of people want to be told what to do, line up, be trained, do what they're told, and are given few little rewards. I've been there, and I was haunted. Seriously, haunted by the feeling of, is that all there is? Dinners, hotels, boats, clothes, vacations to the same resorts, different locations, quote unquote, but it's all the same thing. If this is not enough for you, start with your baby steps, because the most fulfilling and beautiful work that there is becoming you and doing what you're meant to do, doing your work. Take your first step today. Take it today and do it tomorrow, and remember as much as you can.
Alright, I think that's all the energy I've got for this bad boy. It's like you can't even see it. This is the finished result for what I've been working on for the past, I want to say like 2 or 3 hours. I think it's been 2 hours. But yeah, it requires a lot of energy for me to be able to put even one line into the thing. So it might not look like I did a lot, but I feel like I did a lot. And I'm recognizing that I'm getting hungry and I'm getting tired and a little cranky, so I think I have to stop now. This assignment is due. Oh my gosh, it's so weird being in school, even though I'm not, like I'm doing it for fun, but the due date is February 27th, I want to say. So that gives me like a week or two. But I need to finish, I want to have a lot of time to figure out like the actual printmaking after I have the dry point drawing done. So I'm kind of wanting to finish this like dry point by Wednesday of this upcoming week. So I'm probably going to be working on that, and then on Wednesday I want to get started on the process. So stay tuned for that. It's felt really good to try something new. It felt good to have like a day and a process that I'm not all the way used to, and kind of get a feel for something new and not feel so in my comfort zone. Like I kind of feel like I've transcended into like a new art form, and that's always fun. So I'm sorry that like I can't show you a final result, but that's just the way art vlogs go sometimes. You can't always finish the thing that you're working on, because sometimes it takes months to finish it. So subscribe if you're not already, to like follow me along on this journey and every other journey that I go on with art. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I love you and I appreciate you for being here and supporting me. because every person really does count in my heart and in my mind and in my soul. It makes me encouraged to do more. Or like, it just feels like good to have people that care and that watch and are taking my words with them, because that's all that I want, and that's the whole reason why I make these things, is because I feel like I have a lot to say and I have a lot of feelings that I need to express on paper and through the camera. And yeah, I really appreciate this outlet. I don't take any of you for granted. I see you and I appreciate you, and thank you for being here. And I will see you next week, and I will hopefully have a lot more done. Love you. Bye.